Welcome back to another episode of the Diaries. Been a little while since I recorded one of these. I think the last video on the channel was the last episode, which was over a week ago. I try and film these on a Sunday. Today is Tuesday. A little bit late uploading this one just because, as I mentioned in the last video, last week I was taking pretty much the whole week off after grinding for most of Q2 in Marbella. I took a little bit week off, had birthday celebrations and stuff like that as well. So yeah, it's been a good week off, but it's also been pretty busy. So last Tuesday we drove to from Marbella to Sevilla, spent a few days in Sevilla. Then I flew from Sevilla. Well, we actually drove back to Malaga, spent the night in Malaga. Then I flew from Malaga to Berlin, spent the weekend in Berlin, and then on Sunday evening flew back to the UK, which I'm here now, and I'll be spending the month of July in the UK. So after a week off, as I kind of predicted, I'm super eager to get back to work. I mean, really, since starting, the agency, probably like what is it, like 4 years ago, a week is probably pretty much the most I've ever had off. Like this past week is probably the least I've ever worked in a 7 day period, which was nice to have the time off. But as I'm sure with anyone who's watching this after a certain amount of time off, even though it's nice, you are just like super eager to get back to work. And yes, it was cool seeing friends, celebrating my birthday and stuff like that. There's nothing that beats just working on the businesses that you're passionate about. So yeah, pretty excited to get back going. Obviously, with the last week, I've been, like I said, pretty much took it off. So there's been no real updates to the actual business. So this is probably not gonna be a super interesting episode because me and my business partner actually took the week off. They were away celebrating the wedding anniversary, and I was away as well. So yeah, after, like I said, after a few weeks of hard work, we took some a few months of hard work. We took some well needed time off, but yeah, really ready to attack this now and make everything more evergreen and more scalable, I suppose. I mean, what you're seeing on the screen right now is, if you watch the previous videos, I've talked a lot about the different launches that we've been doing, 3 day challenges, webinars, those type of funnels. What I haven't really touched on is the lead magnets that we have. So in the very traditional style of internet marketing, we have lead magnets where people download stuff for free and they get on our email list. Super simple. But this is why I really believe there's like huge potential in this business, because if you look now from, I can't remember the date we started the company, but let's just say from the start of March to July, so March, April, May, June, July, what's it, like 4 or 5 months, we have, well, yeah, like four-ish months, we have these lead magnets, and there's two of them. You can see this top one here and this bottom one here. And we've had nearly, what's that, like 13,000 people opt in to the email list. We already had a decent sized email list before, and we've had another 13,000 people opt in for these lead magnets. So we've added 13,000 people to the email list, which is good. And you can see here the opt-in rates are just so crazy compared to like when you run ads, where it's like 30% opt-in rate is pretty decent. For a lead magnet, you can probably get it up to 50%. But you can see here, because this is obviously like a warmer audience, you can see that we have like a 95% opt-in rate. And this one is 104%, which is stupid, but it's obviously just people have been opting in multiple times, I suppose. So yeah, obviously it's impossible to get a 104% opt-in rate, but it is what it is. And the reason why I decided to show this on today's video is because, like, again, we haven't really had much updates from the business, but one of the reasons why I feel like this business got a ton of potential is because of the traffic that we are getting. And we are building the list, and we are obviously emailing not every single day, but we're emailing every single week, multiple times a week. And really now, my job is to put the systems and the automations in place that can monetize this type of traffic. And obviously my business partner's job is to get even more people to come to these types of pages and join the list. So I do feel very blessed that We do have an audience. It's not the biggest audience in the world, but it's a good, solid audience where we're getting people to our opt-in pages and people are joining the list. So, previously the last launch went pretty well. We feel very confident in the offer. We feel very confident in delivering as well for the customers. So now it's really, okay, how can we set up the systems in place to actually monetize this type of traffic on like an ongoing basis that doesn't rely on having these huge launches. We're still going to do the huge launches throughout the year, but I don't want our entire income or the growth of the company to just be fully reliant on us having these 3-day launches. Again, in an ideal scenario, we'll probably have 2 or 3 a year, do these big events and drive a lot of traffic to them. But obviously, the goal of the company isn't just to be a launch company. It is to be able to make sales every single day. Make sales of the coaching program every single day, which is what we're doing. So that's pretty much going to be my task for the whole of July. Well, for this next week or the next couple of weeks, however long it's going to take, is setting up all of the systems, because we have we have the coaching program. It's there ready. We can enroll people now. We've basically turned that evergreen, so we're ready to start enrolling people. We have some different lower ticket products as well. We even have like a Facebook group from the previous challenge that we did. We have like 1,700 people in a Facebook group. So we have like all of these assets. So now it's just my job to like put the system in place and knit it all together. I'm wary of trying to do too much and having a million different things going on. I really want to make this as streamlined as possible. And just obviously focus on getting people into the group coaching program, because that's the main product. That's what's going to make us our money. So yeah, I'm be updating you over the next few weeks on how that is going. I'll probably break down each part of the process in the next few videos, because I know this video wasn't super insightful in terms of like tactics and strategy, because I haven't done anything over the past week. But that is the goal: set up the systems, automate stuff, and then we can just really obviously continue to optimize, because a funnel's never finished. You can never finish a funnel and be like, right, it's ready, let's just run it. It's a continuous daily optimization process, which I'm excited for. But once we set it up, then it's just all about, okay, let's just then just focus on building the brand, building the company, building the social channels, starting the ads, and just driving as much traffic as possible through the funnel. Because obviously, we've made some okay money over the past few months, so we have a budget for ads, so we can, the business can be self-funding. We don't have to go into the negative to run ads now, because we've obviously already made a little bit of money over the past few months. So I'm excited to, number one, over the next week or so, set up all these systems, and then number two, work with obviously the organic social channels, the email list, but also ads as well, and just drive as much volume as possible and see what numbers we can hit. So that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.